What's up guys, Stirling here, award-winning erotic film star, former high-class male companion, swinger lifestyler and professional BDSM dom. Today I'm going to give you 6 masculine self-care steps that you can take to boost your hormones, raise your testosterone levels, get rid of a ton of nasty toxins from your body, relieve a lot of stress, and ultimately push a bit of a reset button on your body and make you feel like a new man. Now, don't forget to stick around for step number 6, as it's the most important one and it ties everything together. So without step number 6, the rest of this will kind of fall apart. Now, let's get cracking. Now, these 6 steps are something you can incorporate together, ideally within the same day, to give you the ultimate stress relieving experience. And I highly recommend guys do this at least once a month, if not twice a month if you can do it, if not once a week if you can actually pull it off. So masculine self-care step number 1 is sports. Seems like a really obvious thing, but getting together with other guys and getting a lot of stress out through the medium of sports, be this team sports, be this weightlifting together, like powerlifting, deadlifting, squatting with a partner, with a buddy, be it doing some kind of martial arts like boxing, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, getting together with another guy and releasing any anger, any tension, any pent-up frustrations that you might have currently in you through the general medium of sports. Like I said, be that team sports, be that martial arts, be that weightlifting, is a fantastic way to kickstart this masculine self-care day. Step number 2 is sunlight. Getting as much sun on your body as you possibly can. Ideally, if you can tie this in with step number 1, as in weightlift or spar or do some kind of team sports in the sunlight, then that's fantastic. Then you're combining 2 steps together at once. But sunlight is a vital component of your body's natural hormonal processes. You need it for building testosterone, and it is so important to get it on big parts of your skin. You notice right now I'm quite dressed up, probably a bit too dressed up for the heat here, to be perfectly honest. But if you can get your back, your legs, particularly your thighs, your chest exposed to as much sunlight as possible, you're going to be absorbing as much vitamin D as you possibly can. And if you can manage it, try and tan your sack while you're at it. Now, this might sound a bit silly, but sunlight exposure, or in particular UV light exposure to the testicles, actually produces a 200% increase in luteinizing hormone production in the body. There's a study on this, you can check it out. I'll put it in a link in the description below. Step 3 is getting a deep tissue massage. Now, I'm not talking about some nice, relaxing, gentle kind of massage. I'm talking about a serious sports massage where they get their elbows, they get their knuckles, go to a Thai massage parlor if you can and specifically get a deep tissue sports massage. Get these little ladies to stand on top of your back, work their heels into you, work their elbows into you, work their knees into you if they need to, and get every bit of tension released out of your muscles. Trust me, this is like pressing a reset button on your body. You will feel like a new man. If you're my age in your 30s, you'll feel like you're in your early 20s again, because there's no more aches and pains and tension and anything stuck in your body. So try to get at least a 90-minute deep tissue massage during this self-care day. Step 4, immediately after you've gotten a deep tissue massage, go and jump in the sauna. The sauna is one of the most vital self-care tools for men out there. The reason for this, there's 2 reasons for this. 1, it is another way of releasing a lot of stress in your body, forcing it to relax, forcing you to breathe properly, sweating out. The second important part about the sauna is that it actually sweats out toxins and estrogens that are stuck in your fat cells. It allows them to actually escape your body finally, because these pesky little toxins and pesky little estrogens normally stick in your fat cells, and they have some very negative effects on your body, very negative hormonal effects on your body. So by sweating them out, we release them from our body and allow our bodies to operate normally and get back into a hormonal balance. And another thing to note here is that you might notice that a lot of these things on this list so far don't really seem that super relaxing. And that's the thing, it's a bit, masculine self-care is a little bit different from women's self-care. Women's self-care, they go to a spa, they get a facial, they get a pedicure, they get a manicure, and they relax and drink some wine. That's female self-care. Masculine self-care, which we're talking about today, you'll notice that there's actually elements of challenge in there. And that's kind of in line with masculine nature. In getting stress, getting tension out, we kind of need to push ourselves and accept the situation we're in. So a perfect example of this would be the deep tissue massage. You need to release. In order to release, you need to sort of just accept your fate that you're going to be beaten up by this little Thai lady for the next 90 minutes. Same with the sauna. You have to accept your fate that you're going to be in this hot room for the next 15 to 20 minutes, sweating it out. And once you've accepted that fate, you can relax, be present, and let your body heal. Step 5 is steak. That's it, steak. Specifically, grass-fed, grass-finished, hormone-free, antibiotic-free steak. A big one. Feed your body with what it needs to build all the hormones that keep you functioning properly, primarily testosterone. And in addition to eating your steak, if you can accompany it with some kind of cruciferous vegetable, that would be something like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. If you can include it with that, that's also going to help eliminate more estrogens from your body, give your body a bit more nutrients that it needs. And on top of that, if you can include some kind of fermented food, something like sauerkraut, something like kimchi, you're going to be giving your body the correct bacteria it needs for healthy hormone function, healthy brain chemistry. All this stuff kind of ties in together. So we've beaten up our body for the first 4 steps of the day. Step 5, we're fueling it. And then last but not least, step 6, which is the most important one, is sleep. Correct and proper sleep. Step 6. This ties everything together, guys. And I'm going to throw in a couple of pointers here about getting correct sleep. 1, you want a completely black room. You don't want any lights in there at all. No light getting in there at all if you can. Step 2, you don't want any electronics on in that room. You want laptop, phone, all this stuff can go in a different room. And ideally, you don't want any Wi-Fi going on in that room as well. So having a timer on your Wi-Fi so it can turn off and you've got none of that going through your room at the same time really helps. And the last thing that I'll really specify here is the most important thing in regards to getting good sleep, in particular with this 6-step masculine self-care day, is to not wake up to an alarm the following day. Let your body sleep as much as it needs on this day. This whole process is about pushing a reset button on your body, eliminating all the stress you possibly can, resetting your hormones, getting your body back into a natural balance, right? So if you do all that and you black out your room, you eliminate any Wi-Fi or electrical implements from your room, and then you wake up to an alarm, you're waking up rushing cortisol through your body, you're waking up stressed out. Make sure that this particular day, when you take this day to have masculine self-care, when you wake up naturally. Because your body's going to be pretty tired because you've exercised, you've been beaten up by a Thai lady in a massage parlor, you've sweated out in a sauna, you've given it all the fuel it needs to get cracking, and then you're going to want to utilize that and allow your body to heal itself. So don't wake up to an alarm, allow yourself to sleep in as much as you need for that day. Also, if you can do it, add in some eggs, preferably pasture raised. And you'll know that eggs are pasture raised if the yolk is really, really orange. The more orange it is, the darker orange it is, the more nutritious the egg yolks are. So try and get good quality eggs in with your meal.